All right. Evening, everyone. How are we doing? I just wanted to jump on really, really quickly because it feels like I haven't done this for a couple of weeks now, and I'm acutely aware that last week was very, very quiet. Um, this week is going to be even quieter because I've just got a ton on, and I just wanted to take a moment just to catch up with everyone, and yeah, just show a little bit of gratitude. Last week the book launched, and I did post a video on the Thursday when it went live. And there are comments in the comment section which I've not been able to get back to just yet, and I don't want people to feel as though I'm ignoring them or anything. So I wanted to jump on and just say a heartfelt thank you, really, to those of you who pay attention to the channel and have been following the journey with the book. Um, it's been pretty amazing, if I'm honest. It's been mind blowing. It really, really has. And the numbers on the book, I don't know what the numbers are just yet in terms of sales, but we entered, well, at least we peaked at number 48 on Amazon in terms of sales ranking for all of the books on Amazon on Thursday. And it was a pretty big push, to be honest. I mean, I have my regular slot on Steps Pack Lunch, and opposed to doing the regular cost of living crisis, they actually interviewed me, which I wasn't expecting them to do. And so I think that added to the sales numbers to get us to 48 in Amazon. Um, and it's been a number one bestseller, well, ranked as a number one bestseller ever since, even now, which is pretty amazing. But yeah, it's been a phenomenal week or so. Very, very stressful, I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, it's been amazing. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for their support. And you know what? I maybe we'll do something a little different actually uh, on on this one because I want to acknowledge. I really want to acknowledge people because I think that's important, and acknowledge the people who have, I guess, given their time to actually type comments and wish me the best of luck. And so let me just pull this up really quickly because I think it's only right that I do this. It's only right that I do this. So let me just grab this very, very quickly. We need to go here. Let's get rid of that. We don't want that. Um, all right. So let me just share my screen. Now, which one is this? All right, here we go. All right, okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through the comments, and I just want to say thank you to each and every single person here because like I said, it's been an amazing journey. And whilst I've not been in the comment section to say thank you and to respond to each and every single one of these people, I do want to acknowledge each and every single one of them for the support. So, Jim here, a huge congratulations on the release of the book. My pre-order arrived today, and I couldn't help but dive right in. Looking forward to learning your formula and passing the book on to friends when I'm finished. Top stuff. Thank you, Jim. Look, it's amazing to me. I got an inkling of what the order numbers were about a week before we actually went live. So I think this was Thursday, Thursday or Friday, not last week, the week before, and the numbers were looking really great then. I had a snapshot of the numbers on Friday from my editor, and the numbers looked amazing. And really, what we're going for is we're going for Sunday Times bestseller. Look, it's all great to say that you're an Amazon bestseller, but for some reason, Amazon doesn't seem to have that same kudos. I am 100% grateful for it, and I think it's always something that I'm always going to be able to say that that I was and am an Amazon bestseller. And the craziest thing was on Thursday, because it got up to number 48, I was outselling. I was ranked higher than Rich Dad Poor Dad. And I don't know about you, but that for me is huge bragging rights. That's a moment that I'm always going to remember. And none of this would happen without people like Jim, who have basically just gone out, bought the book, pre-ordered it. It's amazing. Someone's saying here, so Seven Shadows of Smoke Congratulations, Peter. It's an inspiring achievement and an enormous milestone in your personal and professional journey. Best of luck with the launch and your future product projects. I want to say thank you to that as well. I mean, like, for the first time in a very long time, well, for the first time in 3 years, I feel as though the hard work and the consistent trying to give out and deliver value has kind of started to pay off. Um, yeah, it's just a very weird feeling. It really, really is. And I don't really know what's next. I mean, obviously the YouTube channel isn't going to disappear, but like I said, at the beginning of this year and throughout the back end of last year, I want to start pivot. I want to start to pivot to talk about life and life principles and things that intersect with money, right? Mental health, mindset, side hustles, all of those things, right? And you may already start to have seen this already on the channel. So the podcast conversations are now live on the channel every single Monday at 12 p.m. The podcast audio wise goes out at 6 a.m., but the videos go up at 12 p.m. in the afternoon. And that's been happening now for at least the last month. And I think we'll continue to do that. We'll continue to create investment content for sure, 100%. It will just take a different shape to perhaps what you've been used to. And I want to have meaningful conversations now around things like debt, like we did today on the podcast, because those are things, or at least that in particular is a topic that is very, 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 very close to my heart and forms a particular and very important part of the basic formula. And I put great thought into the formula. Could I make it sound not too threatening, friendly? How could I make it approachable, still simple and basic? The word basic just seemed to work, and putting it into a formula in that way has been great. And there's a comment here from Edna. So Edna, she's amazing. Edna, if you're watching this, actually, I know you will be watching this, Edna, because you always do watch every single one of the videos. And Edna's actually part of my peer circle. So I have a peer circle, which is a bunch of us who basically set weekly goals, and we communicate via WhatsApp. We set goals at the beginning of the week. We see how we get on at the end of the week, and then we meet up once a month. She's part of the peer circle. She's been in for a very, very long time. I know that she bought the book. Her brother's coming to the book signing on Saturday, because I'm going to be signing books in London for people who have pre-ordered or had the book actually delivered to them physically. So shout out to you, Edna. I don't know whether you're back yet from your travels, but shout out to you. Millennial Money Mindset, congratulations on the release of the book. It takes a lot of work to write and publish a book. I'll look out for it. Thank you very much. The whole process for the book, man, listen. I tell you, I did not have a Christmas or New Year's because I was putting the finishing touches to the book. I had about 3.5 weeks roughly to get the book done. 60,000 words, and a large part of it was at the the large part of the beginning portion of the book was written already, but timescales just meant that I was pushed, and I've had no Christmas, no New Year's to get this out. And to see that it's out now at such a great reception is amazing. So yeah, it's taken a lot of hard work. Mark Smith, mine arrived today, and I'm pleased to say that I've written the first Amazon review. Great book, Pete. Really enjoying it. Thank you so much, Mark. And actually, I do remember your review. Your review's the top one. Thank you so much, mate. Really, no, thank you so much. Mohammed, congratulations. You deserve that. You've been very helpful with your down to earth infos and financial advice. Thank you. I mean, look, I'm here for longevity. I have to say this, and I probably don't need to say this because people who watch the channel will know I'm here for longevity. I'm not here to make a quick buck. That's why I don't try and sensationalize things. I try to keep it very kind of like down to earth and very kind of like simple, because generally speaking, the methods that really work in the long term are the ones that are a little bit boring. They're not necessarily sexy. I'm not looking for the sexy. I don't do the sexy. So why would I, push the sexy on you guys? I just wouldn't. Madiba, greetings, P. I received my pre-order on Thursday. A massive well done to you. Wishing you lots of success and positive vibes. Thank you very, very much. Richard Kiley, this name rings a bell. My copy arrived today. Once I've read it, I'll be passing it on to my 13-year-old daughter so she can have a better financial education than I did. I've been doing a lot of PR. I've been doing radio galore. And I'm going to be on I'm going to be on BBC London this week. And one of the things that has kind of come out, and I don't know whether I intend it. I did kind of intend it, but people are pointing out, which is nice to see, the fact that because it's the money basics is the basic formula. It's something you can pass on to kids for them to understand and for them to read. And they may not necessarily get everything that I talk about in the book, but that's the great thing. You can grow into it, and you'll read certain things, and you'll start to realize, well, actually, maybe that's what the book was referencing and stuff like that. Greg, I'm going to be doing some work with Greg. So great that Rose chose to pick up your book. I bet that she gets so much land on her desk. How complete was your book when you sent it to Rose? When I sent it to Rose, all Rose saw was the proposal. That's it. She didn't see anything else apart from the proposal. So this is what you basically do. Maybe if people are interested, I'll do a video on this so that people can, take this information that I've learned, or that the process that I've been through, that may be able to help people who want to be a published author. So what you do is, I went through a literary agent. The literary agent guides you on writing the proposal for the book. So it's a very brief headline or outline of the book, what the book is all about, what sections you're going to have in the book, who the book is actually for. And then the literary agent passes it around all of the publishers. And it just so happened, I think the book went out to about 15 or so. I had 2 that came back with interest. One of them was HarperCollins, one of them was Audible. And if I was doing this for money, you would not have a physical book right now, because Audible offered considerably more money up front. Considerably more money up front. And maybe we get into that conversation in another video. But I went with HarperCollins because, number one, they are the second largest publishers on the planet. I mean, the second largest. And I was going to be able to kill 3 birds with one stone: physical book, Kindle, and audiobook. So it made sense. And yes, it was significantly less money, but I knew that I'd have a physical book. What I've been doing is I've been going into Waterstones, and anywhere I find a branch of Waterstones with my book in it, I'm signing it. So people will be picking up the book in Leeds and some places where I've signed the book already, and that's all part of it. But yeah, all Rose saw was the proposal. That's all she saw. And yeah, she was like, ironically, like I said in the video, she saw me on the range. She was like, "Oh, it's that guy," and that kind of went a long way to actually to her being interested in picking it up. Patricia, Pat is also in my peer circle. Thank you, Pat. Dean, congratulations, very well deserved. Very well deserved. My copy arrived today. We'll dig in tonight. Thank you, Dean. Steaks and Bourbon. This is great. That's a great name, mate. This is great. Congratulations. I'll buy the book soon. Thank you, mate. Michael G. Michael is also in my peer circle, so thank you. Congratulations, onwards and upwards, my man. Andy LSN. I know you're in this chat as well. Let me just bring you up 1 second. Just want to say huge congratulations on the release of the book. Cannot wait to learn from you, from your past. From you, and pass this great knowledge on to my friends and family. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Andy. I appreciate it, mate. Thank you very, very much. Cecile is saying congrats to you, Peter. My copy arrived just now. Thank you. Jaws, congratulations, Peter. And Alistair, congrats. Maggie, congrats. Afro got my copy. Fantastic. Renato, parabens, Peter. Thank you very much. Look, those are all the comments, and I've not been able to actually get round to them. And that's why I just wanted to spend a little bit of time just saying thank you, like, to you guys. And let me just get rid of this. Thank you to every single one of you. Like, seriously. When life gives you lemons, you got to make something out of it. And that's what I'm trying to do. At least that's what I've tried to do. This is just another stop on the journey. It's another step in the journey. And it's been very, very surreal. People just kind of really digging into some of the stuff that I share in the book around my past and my things that I've been through. yeah, it's nice to know that everything, whilst it was difficult, everything feels as though it has been for a good reason. And if it is to inspire one person to venture, believe, do something different, pursue their passions, I think it's all been worthwhile at the end of the day. So I'm very, 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 very grateful for everything. Let me just read this comment right here. Congratulations, Peter. I just bought the audiobook on Audible. I hope to listen to this this week and add my review. You've got 2 reviews already, Edna and Ashley. Thank you very, very much. Um, let's have a look at this, Food Dweller. I will order mine tonight. I can't wait to get hold of it and read. Thank you very much, mate. Really do appreciate it. Um, nicely designed cover. I've got it here. Just need to start reading. You know what, mate? Interesting story on the cover. The first time I saw the artwork, I was a little underwhelmed. I was like, this isn't really what I envisioned. And the guys at HarperCollins were like, look, we want the cover to be enticing so that people will see it and it can almost be like an impulse buy. They don't have to think about it. Like it would tell them on the cover what the book is all about. And I didn't ask for tweaks. I didn't ask for any changes. And I was like inside, I was screaming like, no, we need to change this, the pig, the lettering, like the layout. It just wasn't working for me. But I thought, you know what? They've been selling books for a very, very long time. Who am I to kind of go against what they think is going to work for this type of book? And so went with it. And it's funny because the book got picked up in France by a lady who messaged me on Instagram, and she said, "I don't even know who you are, but I saw the cover of the book, and I just felt like I needed this book." And so their theory, I guess, there's proof in the pudding. It did work. But I've had great feedback on the book cover, especially the gold foil, like the way. Let me just grab it one sec. Especially the gold foil, the way it kind of like shimmers right there. People really, really like that. And the pig, obviously. So what they told me was, because I talk about money in a very cool, calm manner, there was like, oh, there's no better way to depict this than with like the pig with the sunglasses on. And I was like, but hey, they're the professionals. So it seemed that it worked. But anyway, I just want to say thank you to you guys because, for those of you who have been here for Edna, how you doing? For those of you who have been here for a good part, a large part, a small part of the last 3 years, you'll know how much this will mean to me and how much it means to me. And it means a lot that you guys are on the journey with me as well. And I hope, if anything at all, that first and foremost, you gain value from the book and it's something you can pass down to family members, to friends. I hope you get value from that. But I ultimately also hope that it spurs you on to venture and do your own thing. Because believe me, being made redundant sucked. It did. But out of despair has sprouted beautiful things, including this. I never thought I would be a published author with the likes of HarperCollins. But hey, you never know what's going to happen until you take that first step. And I want to encourage you, take the first step. When life gives you lemons, try and make something out of it. Thank you guys. I appreciate you.